Good morning, good morning. This is your girl VibinStorm. Today we are going to run some Madden until 10 a.m. If you haven't liked, subscribed, or shared the stream, please do that today. If you're enjoying your content. Today I'm going to, for our first game, I think we'll run the NFC. I'm just going to run the playoff games, and I'll play as whoever I think is going, or my favorite team of the two. So let's do this. So I'm gonna do the Rams Seahawks game. And I play as the Seahawks because I like them. And I'll play as the Seahawks. Hey, bro. You're gonna watch me today. Let's see. Ha! Look at that. That looks sick. Alright, bro. I'll see you in a few hours. Get some rest, because we're gonna play today. Let's see. 6 minutes. Hoping the music doesn't play. I think I got it. I did see it. 2021 is only half off right now. I might have to snag it at some point. What's gonna suck though is like this isn't the current draft, of course.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The big left foot of Sebastian Janikowski ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's Goff now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34.
Hopefully I don't lose this game.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead.
I'm not very good with
down.
defense.
Not a big
I usually
window to
stay
throw.
with the
Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
They're gonna punt it?
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
Paddle
line.
John.
Wilson. And it's hauled in by Ed Dixon. Whoa, it still won't go down.
Woo.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Nice first down.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Here's Wilson to throw. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On second down, here's Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here in this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments the defense is going to make to try and take that away.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up. Golden opportunity. Strong opening drive, and they're not. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted. Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
All right, making them punt.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Ooh.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throws left side, complete to Brandon Marshall. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's incomplete. Aqib Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now.
Oh, that was stupid. I should have floated it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Mikey, we gotta
Golf
stop them here.
Up here, 1st and 10. Right,
it's not that I don't like the Rams. I do like the Rams, of course. I just prefer the Seahawks. Plus, Seahawks is one of my wife's teams. So.
A play fake to
and I love their jerseys.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Come on, guys.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions,
2 minutes left. You gotta stop him here, guys.
Attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
Fumble.
Now the ball comes loose, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Yes, Queen. Nice hit.
We've seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Oh, some strong running. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Yes.
A good pickup there, a 22. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's caught. Lockett. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays to target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
What is he doing?
Incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route
He was not like ready for that.
as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On second down, here's Petty. Shedding the tackle. And another tackle broken. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We'll run some timeout.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he will score.
He got it.
Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Out to kick is Janikowski. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we move to spotlighting Brandon Cooks. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited he has no catches, but they're also worried. Because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. And before the second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that'll set them back 5. They were looking good on second down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8.
Hang on, guys. Alright, guys, we're back. You too, babe.
From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Goff on 3rd down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Maxwell. And he will take this one home.
Pick 6, guys.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Gone. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker.
Wow, guys.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this from 39. And Janikowski bangs it through.
Ooh, I barely made that one.
It's now 24-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Going to the line. A bit of extra momentum.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. He spins free.
Oh my gosh, guys. Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Is he gonna go? Run faster! No! Woo!
He's gonna score.
Yes!
It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Go on!
J.D. McKissick with what they'll score a 106-yard return. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
It's all about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
What an absolutely electric return, 106 yards from end zone to end zone. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. A good pickup there at 22. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. But it looked like a Rams player was able to get his hands on it. Yes, so they will hold on to the football indeed. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield. No. Moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. A huge play that time for the Rams. 53 yards. That was horrible. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. Out of the gun, Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And this is caught.
Holding.
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys. I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right? Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Okay. Brandon Cooks from 8 yards
I don't feel so bad.
And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that? One would think so.
Are they seriously like...
After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling
They're
good.
They're booing us. We're up 31-7.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spinning past him. Oh, and now he bowls him over. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead
that was a bad throw, Faith.
That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
No, I'm not really that concerned that they're going to come back and win.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson.
Woo, I got sacked.
Rushing down he goes.
They're coming back with a vengeance, guys.
From his linebacker spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back. Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you? That's caught at the 25.
Yes,
and
Queen.
He finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Back in the first quarter,
And
you
I want
said
to
it,
run.
they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Penny, a first down carry. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Okay, we're going to
We
run
know
some
today's
time.
NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald.
I had to wait.
In there to
My guys
drop
weren't
him,
ready.
And it'll be a loss of about 8.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Oh.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound
Yeah, I know,
no
guys.
kicker wants to hear.
Calm down.
It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now a first down throw. Gone. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Oh.
And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play
Guys,
there
I'm
on the
sucking
catch
right
and
now.
run. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful
That was a bad
play.
run
Doesn't
for
matter
me.
how they got there, how it happened, they got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using
Always
those
got pushed
timeouts.
back.
And keep in mind, it'll
That's
also
why I don't
stop
like
the
the
clock
screen.
at the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's Goff. And his throw is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's going to look deep.
No!
He's got a man. Complete. The 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Rashad Penny, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And now running right through it. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go lead option with Wilson. They wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
That's the end, guys. That's the end of the game. There's no
When
way
the
to come
defense
back.
wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Charles, I
Alrighty.
think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're
That's the
predicted to finish,
game.
talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good.
Yep. So that was it. I had the Seahawks winning. Again, this is just pretend, of course. So we'll see what happens tonight. See if I was right. Next game, we're going to play the AFC wild card, which is the Colts and Bills. I think I'm going to have to go with the Colts. I like the Bills as well, because they're just a underdog team. But I want to see something real quick. We're gonna keep them. We're gonna do the color rush. I don't know why. I just love the color rush though. Let me make sure I did that right. Santa changes it. I'm not sure how to change it to make it so that it's harder for me. I guess we'll just have to make it easy on me. I was hoping that me changing that would have, but it didn't. It didn't change it.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, let's get on up to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis for the call.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line.
Whoa, this guy's hard to take down.
25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, we got this, guys.
On first down, Locke.
Oh.
And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Trying to get that one to his
Andrew
running back,
Luck.
Marlon Mack. And that'll bring up second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Here's Locke. That'll be caught by Rodgers.
Okay,
And
we
he'll
gotta-
get it up to the
gotta complete a
33-yard
class. That's
line.
good.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
All right, 3rd and 5. That's
Third
manageable.
play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
So I can get.
Luck now to throw. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense,
Bring it
something
out.
you got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the
Cheese and
passing
crackers.
downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Good punt. I actually did a good punt, guys. All right.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On first and 10, here's A.J.
No.
McCarron. It's complete to his
That
tight
guy,
end,
like,
Charles
ran.
Clay.
He
And
laid
they'll
out
get
for
him
that
down
pass and it
past the
still
15-yard
didn't touch
line.
it.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Well, that tight end position.
I'm excited to watch the playoff games today. See what happens.
In the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers
Ooh.
at one point. They continue to give you
I might lose this
speed,
one, guys.
great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So second in inches after that first down completion.
Never actually
went
played
just shy of
with
the
either of
marker.
these teams, so. Seahawks I have.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
So how about
Still
that
cover
for a
four
chain
because
mover? They're all
this
the
guy
way
seems
down
to be
inside
throwing.
the 40 now for first and 10.
Oh, and they have McCoy back there.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Yes.
That'll be brought down
That's
by
it.
the Colts. Jabal Sheard in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good.
No.
And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo
Seriously?
touchdown.
Bro, why didn't this guy knock him down?
In for 6.
Oh
And
my
the Bills
gosh.
have taken the early lead.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air.
House
He just
though
go out
used
there
to
with
be
your
on
offensive unit and
Seahawks.
throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number
Okay.
1, but
That's okay.
well, the
We're gonna
thing
come
is now
back.
he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15,
Keeping that going.
and he feels like he can get it done.
That he's into
Oh,
the clear.
oh, guys, did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it?
A great play there with a return of 102 yards.
Whew.
And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I didn't even have to have my offense on the
That was
field.
a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
McCarron will bring the Bills up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue landed. Blue landed.
McCarron now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Gosh, this McCarron guy.
24 yards on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. carry for LaShawn McCoy. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
McCarron now on the bootleg.
Ooh.
This complete to the tight end Clay. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Now a play fake. McCarron. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to go back to Clay that time. That'll bring up second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Gotta get this, guys.
McCarron from the gun on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to run with.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at
Man,
that.
I knew it was a blitz. I couldn't get it
right
changed in time.
He wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Well, it was
1 yard,
faster.
the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Come on, guys.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. It's complete to Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
Why?
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. To the air again, Luck.
That was stupid.
Hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it
Guys,
just
we're
brings
gonna
up
have to tie
4th
it up.
down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Set! 319! 319!
McCarron on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
Throwing on 1st. Here's McCarron. Curley's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Blue 90!
On 1st down, McCarron.
Yes!
50 ball here, and it's intercepted.
Yes!
Picked off by Nate Hairston, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This
Okay,
one was
let's try to
coming
get
up
at
for
least a
grabs,
double.
and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They're gonna blitz us.
After the interception, it's Long. That's going to be knocked away.
I had to go for
and
it.
Incomplete. Vontae Davis able to get a hand in and knock that away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter.
How do I do a timeout?
Pick up there of 20 yards. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let it roll, let it roll! Hurry, hurry! Hey, four down, four down. 49's the mic, watch 49.
On 1st and 10, Locke. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets it inside the
Do one more time out here.
35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throw, Fade.
Second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Stupid.
And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they're showing them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. And incomplete. Crisis averted.
Okay,
Almost
last
picked.
play, guys.
Instead, 2nd down.
Give me a quick slant.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
No pressure here.
Clock throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds.
All right, we can at least get a field goal here, guys.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
Yes.
So
all right, that's what I wanted, guys. I wanted to be ahead of the game in halftime.
Half number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A.J. McCarron on his way back out there. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit.
It was false start,
Maybe
really.
He'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's McCoy. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Throwing now is McCarron. Over the middle and caught by the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
To throw, it's McCarron. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
That's what I'm talking about.
And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
And he can indeed, and pretty well execute. And he takes it for a Colts touchdown.
I see that. That was stupid.
Robert Turbin taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got
guys.
for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the
bit of
defense
a
to
lead.
deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. McCarron will bring the Bills up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green, 39.
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And this is caught off a deflection.
Wow, that was
takes
crazy.
us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
It's okay, we're just going to run some clock here.
That was not even the intended receiver on that play.
Well, Johnny on the spot, though.
Yeah, and it turned into a big play for those guys on offense. They'll take it each and every time.
Here's McCoy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line.
Back now in Indianapolis.
6 minutes left in the game,
The
guys.
Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin.
Might be able to get one more in
quarter
here.
number 4. McCarron to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. That one goes for 24 yards. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
The Bills' passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now McCoy. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. His pass caught at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards.
I mean,
but now
we're
it's
just
third and
taking off the
goal.
time, so I'm not really not.
Never make the mistake
If they even
of
has
the
4
slot
years,
receivers, especially the
it's going to be
little
hard
guys
for them to
that
come
we're
back.
watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed.
I've got to run a timeout.
They catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
All right, so they needed
Surprised they
2
didn't do an
scores to get
onside.
back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Luck. Looking deep for Hilton. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now running right through it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Need to run clock, guys.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Oh, now he bowls him over. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 5, 6, 7, 4.
Now it's Luck.
Had to, guys. They're going to blitz us.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Bills will take another timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Luck now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. And the pass complete to Ryan Grant. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Everyone's got 4. 4 down. 58. Right over there. Right over there. Yeah. Right. 58.
Luck gonna throw it. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On the run, it's Robert Turbin. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Yep.
Brandon, they're still
Guys, we won that one, but woo, that was close.
So
Too close for my
that's
comfort.
a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry.
I didn't see the clock was that low, guys. Oh my gosh, how stupid.
So that'll back them up 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and
Oh,
goal.
guys, we're gonna win anyways. Calm down.
So luck down to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
All right. Well, that was fun. I guess we have time for 3 games today. So, let's see, what other games playing today? Play the Washington and Bucks, I guess. I'm not sure who I will play on this. Yeah, let me play as the Redskins here. Ugh. I usually play Color Rush, but I think we'll go with the home. You look better that way.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today,
I remember who was a quarterback back then.
Matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Oh, no, it's... Oh, okay. We have Alex Smith out here.
On first down, Smith. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Noah Spence in on the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
On second down, here's Smith. Doxson with a grab over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Out of the gun, Smith. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown.
All right, guys. First possession. First touchdown. I don't think it's going to go this well tonight, but we'll see.
Extra point good by
Depends on who wants it more at the end of the day.
7-0 game. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Winston. And his first look is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And that is incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
Especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Completes it right side to Dodson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And nearly picked off.
Oh, I did that.
Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. In on the stop, Vernon Hargraves.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. From the gun, here's Smith. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
All right, first
Well, he did
down
almost
again.
everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Deshaun Jackson, 82 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn
guess.
it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something to be gained from it.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Smith finding his big tight end read for a Redskins first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
15 yards through the air and a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Stupid
Now,
throw fade.
meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Jordan Reed has it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Making the tackle, Keith Tandy.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's going to be caught.
Yes.
And he takes
Touchdown,
it
guys.
in. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, 23 yards. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready. Blue ready. Ready to go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught, Humphreys. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Clock running, the Bucs try to go quickly and get set. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Escapes the defender. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Pernell McPhee coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On second down, it's Jones. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That
Wow.
one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get a conversion. Ready? Blue ready.
First down, Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Are we really in the second half here? And this is the first time we've seen Jameis Winston connect with Mike Evans?
Yeah, you know that they missed that in the first half. Up until this point, they've really missed it, haven't they?
I think that's a big...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mason Foster leading the surge there. He drops in for a loss of 6.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd.
Ready.
Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
I told you
for
this
10
one.
yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Ready. Blue ready.
A give to Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
The first down throw for Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care about the...
And he's into the end
Oh, they
zone
got
for a
it.
Tampa Bay touchdown.
All right, we're just going to have to come back.
From 8 yards out. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. On first down, it's Smith. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
And Reed with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 quarters in the books. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating the line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Smith on first down. And fights him off. Escaping the pressure right. And now running right through it. Shedding the tackle and gives him some room. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, and what a terrific play.
I should have floated that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. 20! They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to
Well,
stay
I couldn't help it.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Here's Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Smith throwing again. His pass caught at the 4. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. There's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. to throw. Pass incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Right side caught by Jackson. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Redskins are going to win the football game. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. They're on the defensive side of the ball.
I could have went all the way, but
it's a big momentum play.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
last play of the game, guys.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Whoop, whoop. So I won all 3 games, guys. Just awesome. I don't think this particular game will probably go in this way, but you know, Washington has showed up a little bit late here in the season, so we'll have to see what happens.
And Charles, I think
of course, Buccaneers have Tom Brady,
no
so
where they're predicted to finish,
we'll see what happens.
Protecting
We'll see
your
what
home
happens.
turf, they were able to do that
It's
here
been
in this one.
Similar to a tennis match.
Great gaming session of Madden. I appreciate those who stopped by. I'm going to get off here and get my stream started for Fortnite here in the next 20 minutes. So just hang tight and we'll get this rolling. Thanks, guys.